I know nothing else but miracles. Whether I walk the streets of Manhattan or dart my sight over the roofs of houses toward the sky, or wade with naked feet along the beach just in the edge of the water, or stand under trees in the woods, or talk by day with anyone I love, or sleep in bed at night with anyone I love, or sit at table at dinner with the rest, or look at strangers opposite me riding in the car, or watch honeybees busy around the hive of a summer forenoon, or animals feeding in the fields, or birds, or the wonderfulness of insects in the air, or the exquisite, delicate, thin curve of the new moon in spring. These, with the rest, one and all, are to me miracles, the whole referring, yet each distinct and in its place. To me, every hour of the light and dark is a miracle. Every cubic inch of space is a miracle. Every square yard of the surface of the earth is spread with miracles. Every foot of the interior swarms with miracles, swarms with miracles. This is by Walt Whitman, by Walt Whitman. I know nothing else but miracles. And whether I walk the streets of Manhattan or dart my sight over the roofs of houses toward the sky, I know nothing else but miracles. And so I was thinking about miracles and um, how we're co-creators of miracles, and I think that miracles are participatory, that we participate somewhat in our miracles, but that we have to be, I think, somewhat committed to them. Like I find, I don't know about you, but for me, I find that when I'm committed to a miracle, when I am working toward it, or when I'm speaking to my elders or my ancestors about uh, about my commitment or about my hopes and wishes and dreams, I know that Great Spirit or Creator or Buddha or the mystery of the universe hears that. Like it's like when we say things aloud, or even when we think things, I think we're in this conversation with the mystery, in this conversation with the Great Spirit. And so I appreciate this poem, and I appreciate Walt Whitman on every level, just saying that I do. But I think about the birds and the wonderful insects that are in the air, the beautiful bees, the delicate, thin curve of the new moon in spring. And we just had that. We just had the holy privilege and honor to have that. And to me, every hour of the light and dark is a miracle. And the question for me is, am I grateful for it? Am I grateful for that miracle, or do I have an expectancy that the universe or the world or everyone should be delivering these miracles to me? That I have a right to have more miracles, or many miracles, or do I want to? Do I want everyone to have that experience of the miraculous and co-creating those miracles together? Do I want everyone to experience every possible cubic inch, as you said, of miracle? And so, am I grateful for that? And do I want that to be extended into the lives of others? Is a good question. And we also, what we want is, we want to have miracles in our relationships. Like some of our relationships are in a process of growth, some are in a process of rest, some are in a process of healing, some are in a process of building trust, some are in a place of having built that trust and being able to rest in that trust. So what is the state of my relationships? How are my relationships going, and do I see my relationships as a miracle? How What I was thinking about was something that my mom taught me, which is that what we can do is if there's an issue in a relationship, we can send a voice for that person, or send a prayer for that person. And what we would do is we'd pray like, oh, I pray that this person has everything that I want, right? So if maybe I'm having an issue with someone, or someone's having an issue with me, or I think somebody should do something differently than how they're doing it, I can say, oh, well, I pray that this person has peace of mind, or I pray that this person has what they need, or I pray that this person has um, has love and grace and bounty and beauty and safety and all of the things that I want, that I would pray that this person would have all of the things that I want for myself. And it's just such a beautiful way to do that. And usually my mom would give it as like homework for a week, or homework for a certain period of time. She still gives it as homework to some of the people that she works with, and she's a medicine woman and she does really beautiful work. She's a grandmother, and she does this beautiful work, and it's part of the work that she gives people to do is to pray for others, and to hopefully help them to maintain their feet going in the right direction, which is toward wholeness, forgiveness, toward a peaceful life for everyone, that everyone can have what it is that they want and need, and that we can all have more love in our lives. I mean, that's the hope, is that there's more love in the world and more love in our lives, and that we can cultivate love for each other. And so, am I committed to the miracle? Am I committed to creating that miracle? Am I a collaborator in a collaborative position with the mystery? Am I engaging with the mystery to co-create those and to collaborate on those miracles that I'd like to see in my relationships and in my life? And participation is really important. Like, are we participating? It's really funny. I had an apprentice for a while, and they and now they're a practitioner in their own right and doing beautiful work in their own right, but healing practitioner and visionary practitioner, and it was really powerful to see that um, they, at the beginning, they were kind of wondering, like, well, how do all these things come to you that you need? Like, don't you need special things to be doing this work? And don't you need? And I said, well, whatever you need will come. Whatever you need will come. And they had this very particular thing in mind that they wanted to come to them. And I think it was about 3 weeks later, they called me and they said, oh my gosh, like, this thing arrived at my door. Oh, like, this thing arrived literally at my door. Highly unusual item, like not something you would find normally, and a wonderful. It was just this wonderful thing, and they said that their uncle had sent it to them, which was a total surprise and completely out of the blue. And their uncle did not know that they were even seeking this item. So things like that happen, and it's through asking, it's through being in the conversation, it is through doing the work that we gain, and being open, and being able to talk to one another, and to speak to one another, and to engage with one another, that we're able to really to show ourselves and to share ourselves, not only with each other, but also with the world, and to just kind of tell ourselves the truth about things if we can, to tell each other the truth, to tell ourselves the truth if we can. It's really helpful if we can tell ourselves the truth, and then it's easier to tell other people the truth. And not just, there's also the truth that our truth is just one truth in all the truths, right? Like, our truth is not the high holy truth of all the truths. Like, everyone has their own truth, and everyone has their opinion and their view and their perspective, and they're all valid, right? I remember Angelus used to say that in her conversations with us, that with her apprentices and with her mentees, that oh my gosh, where'd that go? I don't know where it just went. I got so wrapped up in like thinking about Angie and just like how much I love her, my teacher, my beautiful teacher. I have to remember what I was talking about. The symbols, the miracles, participation. Okay, well, if it comes back, it comes back. And if not, well, we're going on to other things. So I love you, Angie. I know where you are, and I love you, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you. And so how can we participate in these miracles in our lives? Oh, she would say that gratitude softens and opens the heart, right? So where we're grateful, it softens and opens the heart. And so how can we like open and soften our hearts through those processes of gratitude, but recognizing that, you know, what we really need, I want us to be recognizing right now that what we really need is we need to learn how to be a little more honest with ourselves, in a way that is kind, you know, that we can be grateful for ourselves at the same time, that we are getting really real with ourselves. Like we got to get real with ourselves. This is a time to get real with ourselves. Okay. Just, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I've noticed that it's time for that. And so, you know, what is my commitment to miracles? How do I want to participate in co-creating the miracles? And what kind of, if I could have anything I wanted, and if my life was as I really wanted it to be, what would I, you know, I couldn't have designed it, right? The way that the great spirit or the great mystery or creator can design it. So I have to be in like some kind of, you know, tandem or with the mystery, or working with the mystery in some way, with the creator or with the gifts of the mystery. And so, you know, what is my commitment? What is it that I'm committed to creating? And you know, if I could design something, what would I design? And if I could keep my commitments to what I've designed, what would that be like? What would my life be like? What would I be experiencing? And so my commitment to nourishment, how can I move from the center in my life and in my world? How can I move from the center in my life and in my world? And what miracles do I want to nurture in my life right now? What miracles do I want to nurture in my life right now? And this is a piece by the Terma Collective, and it says, "May my feet rest firmly on the ground. May my feet rest firmly on the ground. May my head touch the sky. May my head touch the sky. May I see clearly. May I see clearly. May I have the capacity to listen. May I have the capacity to listen. May I be free to touch. May my words be true. May my words be true. May my heart and mind be open. May my hands be empty to fill the need. May my arms be open to others. May my arms be open to others. May my gifts be revealed to me, so I may return that which has been given to me." Completing the great circle, completing the great circle. So how can we connect? How can we have that honesty and that openness and that transparency? Because what the world needs now is love, sweet love, just to quote somebody we all really know and love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. And you know, we've been living in this, as Angelus used to call it, a love-starved culture. And what we need is the thing that's going to heal us now is love, engagement, and remembering that there are miracles that we can co-create with the mystery. Have a really beautiful week, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday.